Welcome to the podcast. It is Wednesday, and dude, the AI news cycle is just absolutely wild today. I am Taylor, and I have got so much to share.
And I am Morgan. I will believe it is wild when I see it, Taylor. But seriously, what is on the agenda for today? Let's get past the hype.
Oh, you are going to love this. We have got massive updates from OpenAI, a new open source AI intern, human-like agents getting funded, and the reality of scaling agentic AI.
Sounds like a packed show. Let's start with OpenAI. What did they break this time?
Haha! Well, I saw on the Decoder and TechCrunch that they are rolling out ChatGPT Images 2.0. And dude, it is like a total breakthrough for image generation.
A breakthrough, huh? We have seen a lot of image generators. What makes version 2.0 so different from what we already have? Is it just higher resolution?
No, it actually thinks before it generates. It adds reasoning and web search to the image creation process. Plus, it can spit out up to 8 consistent images from just a single prompt.
Wait, really? Adding reasoning to image generation is interesting. Usually these models just hallucinate pixels based on patterns. Does it actually follow complex design instructions better?
Exactly! ZDNet got an early look and said the precision is insane. But the craziest part? It is surprisingly good at generating actual text inside the images now.
Oh, wow. Text generation has always been the Achilles heel of AI images. Getting non-Latin scripts right would be a huge deal for global graphic design, honestly.
Right? The decoder mentioned it handles non-Latin scripts significantly better. It is going to fundamentally reshape graphic generation, like say goodbye to weird, misspelled AI hands and signs.
I would not say goodbye just yet. I am sure there are still some weird edge cases. If it can truly handle complex layouts without messing up typography, human designers might finally use it.
Yeah, like imagine mocking up a whole magazine spread in seconds, searching the web for a specific trending style, and the AI automatically applies it perfectly across 8 variations. It is so cool.
It does sound powerful, but I want to see how much compute that reasoning step takes. Generating 8 images with web search cannot be cheap for OpenAI.
Moving on, Hugging Face just dropped something that sounds like a lifesaver. According to MarkTech Post, they released an open source AI agent called ml-intern.
An AI intern? That sounds like a recipe for disaster if it is writing code. What exactly is this intern supposed to be doing?
Haha, no, it is actually super smart. It automates the whole post-training workflow for large language models. It is built on their small agents framework, and it is completely open source.
Post-training is incredibly tedious. So you're saying it handles tasks like literature review, data set discovery, and running training scripts all on its own?
Yes, dude, it does all of that autonomously. It even does iterative evaluation. It is taking away all that manual grunt work that ML engineers usually have to grind through.
I mean, that is genuinely useful. Researchers spend way too much time formatting datasets and tweaking evaluation scripts. But can we trust an agent to evaluate a model properly?
That is the million-dollar question, right? But since it is open source, the community can audit it. I think it is just so cool that anyone can download their own AI researcher now.
Right. It definitely lowers the barrier to entry for fine-tuning models. And let's not forget the cost savings. Small startups can use this instead of paying huge API fees.
For sure. But you know the open source community is going to eat this up. Having an automated ML assistant is like a superpower for small teams.
True. If it actually works as advertised, it could significantly speed up the cycle of open source model development. Let's keep an eye on its GitHub repo.
Okay, speaking of agents, I saw on TechCrunch that an AI research lab called NeoCognition just landed a massive $40 million seed round.
$40 million for a seed round? That is a huge valuation right out of the gate. Who is behind this and what is their pitch?
It is founded by an OSU researcher, and get this, they are building AI agents that learn exactly like humans do. They want them to become experts in literally any domain.
Wait, learn like humans? That is a bold claim. Most AI just relies on massive pre-training data. Are they talking about continuous learning without forgetting previous tasks?
Exactly. They want to move away from just feeding models endless text. They are trying to build agents that actually adapt and figure things out on the fly, dude.
I am naturally skeptical. We have heard the human-like learning pitch before. But if they convinced investors to part with 40 million, they must have a compelling underlying architecture.
Oh, totally. Plus, the founder being an OSU researcher gives it some serious academic credibility. It is not just some random Silicon Valley bros making a wild promises, you know?
But what does expert in any domain actually mean in practice? Learning to code is very different from learning complex financial modeling or medical diagnostics.
I know, but imagine the potential. If NeoCognition actually cracks the code on this, it could make current LLMs look like basically ancient calculators.
Well, let's not write off LLMs just yet, but it does show that the investment world is aggressively pivoting from foundational models to these autonomous learning agents.
Which actually leads perfectly into our last topic. MIT Technology Review had a piece about agent orchestration, and ZDNet followed up on scaling agentic AI. It is all about agents now.
It really is the buzzword of the year. The Tech Review article made a good point. ChatGPT made AI a consumer product, but to change the world, AI needs to take action.
Right? It cannot just talk back anymore. People are expecting AI to speed up drug development or, do actual work. But getting all these agents to work together is tough.
Orchestration is a nightmare, and that is where the ZDNet piece comes in. McKinsey is saying that scaling these agents demands a ridiculously strong data foundation first.
Yeah, they laid out 4 steps connecting strategy, tech, and people. It is like you cannot just buy an AI agent and expect magic if your company's data is a total mess.
Exactly. If an agent is making decisions, it needs real-time clean data. Otherwise, you're just automating bad decisions at a massive scale. That is a huge liability for any enterprise.
Oh, wow. Automating bad decisions. That sounds terrifying when you put it like that. But it makes sense why companies need to get their data houses in order right now.
It is the unglamorous side of AI. Everyone wants the shiny NeoCognition agent, but no one wants to do the hard work of data governance and API integration to support it.
Dude, so true. It is like buying a sports car, but you do not even have a paved road to drive it on. The infrastructure has to catch up to the hype.
That is a surprisingly grounded analogy for you, Taylor, but you are absolutely right. The next year of AI is going to be all about infrastructure and orchestration.
I have my moments. Well, that is about all the time we have for today's deep dive.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Make sure to double-check your data pipelines before you hire an AI intern.
All right, that is it for today. We will be back tomorrow with more AI news.